everyone, it's Melissa with the M Word. If you're new here, I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kiddos. I have an 8-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And today is just a general update video and how things are going and what we're doing in our homeschool today. So we did start school. We attempted to start school back in July. I wanted to start school about the second week into July. We'd been off school since the end of May, and I thought it was a good time to start school, but my kids got really sick, and then we all got sick, and then I just decided to wait until August. And then my sister's kids came to visit my parents, so my kids' grandparents, and that didn't work. So we started school after swim lessons, after summer school. We started school on the 17th of August is what ended up happening, which is okay with me. I'm not upset about it. Things have been really good since then, though. We have done a 4-day-a-week school schedule. So I do have a copy of this in my description box below if you're interested in it. I just ask that you don't reproduce it or sell it or anything like that. Just use it for your own general homeschool purposes. But I have my kids color coded. I have the days of the week, and then I have over here a Friday overlay down here, but I don't actually check anything off on this page. I use our Friday schedule where I have all their math and their games from Timberdoodle and knowledge crates, and I do them here in a 4-month period where I mark them off as we do them on Fridays. So far, it's working very well for us. It's helping make sure that our school is getting done. We're doing 4 days a week where we make sure that our language arts, our math, our science, and our history are all getting done. And then on Fridays, it makes sure that we're getting through the games and the extras that we have from knowledge crates and from Timberdoodle that I otherwise in previous years haven't necessarily been getting to very consistently. And I think it's more fun for my kids this way too. So we've been consistently doing all about reading. We've been consistently using our missing puzzle pieces. We've been consistently doing our knowledge crates. Also, I do have a code for knowledge crates. I will pop it up here. So if you haven't used knowledge crates before, or if you need a code for your next order, there is a code there you can use. I personally don't enjoy paying full price for everything, so I try to share as many codes as I can with you guys so you don't have to pay full price either. We try to make school just as fun as we can. So far, it's doing really well. If you don't know, I also have a 1,000-square-foot garden. It is currently almost fall, which means my garden is producing like crazy and giving me 1,000 things to take care of and do. I have a bakery for the local farmers market, and I also help co-manage the local farmers market. Between this channel, my bakery, homeschooling, homemaking in general, and the farmers market, it just sometimes I feel like I'm a little crazy. I also help my grandma clean her home, which would be my kids' great grandma, and I am horrible lately at making sure I get out there on a decent regular schedule, but I am doing my best to try and make sure that I keep up with all the things that I am doing and prioritizing in my home and how we're doing things. So it is sometimes it's a little crazy. I have decided this year that a non-negotiable priority isn't necessarily keeping the house clean. It's not necessarily making sure I'm doing the things I need to do for my parents or my grandma. It isn't even necessarily making sure that I am prioritizing the farmer's market or my bakery. My must-dos are my kids' school this year. And I have had huge success in that so far. I sat down with my husband and him and I, that was weird. So I did sit down with my husband and we talked about what he thought my priorities should be and what I thought my priorities should be, and we came to a pretty good agreement. Sometimes I find that I felt that he wanted me to make sure the house was clean and make sure that there was definitely a large home-cooked meal every supper, and it was burning me out, thinking that I had to pick between what I thought should be a priority and what I thought he wanted as a priority. And when we sat down and talked about it, he also agreed that we should put homeschooling the kids as the forefront 100% must be done for the day item. Not necessarily that the house is clean, if I don't get to vacuuming every day, if I don't get to making sure that I got the painting done. I don't know when I will get this finally painted. It will happen at some point. The non-negotiables are going to be my ability to relax, to make sure the kids homeschool is completed. We did also this year choose to try out a charter school. I went ahead. I have never done this before. This is our 5th year of homeschooling, and I've never used a charter school before, but my son and my daughter, my oldest daughter, are enrolled in a public charter school this year. They are still allowing me to do Timberdoodle. I had already purchased everything, so I put everything aside for Emma for the next year. I went ahead and they ordered everything for Riker for this year. So since I already had everything for Riker, I put it away for Emma. And since I already had everything for Callie, I put it away for Riker. And then they bought all the same things I had already bought for the kids. So all the unboxing, everything you've already seen, that was stuff I bought. But then I put all that back in a box when we decided to do Timberdoodle, or when we decided to try the charter school, and they bought all the same thing all over again. So that all just came the other day. We have been homeschooling already for 2 weeks, but the charter school doesn't actually start until the first full week in September. I don't know how that's gonna work because I already started. I have not tried the charter school yet. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know. I feel like it might help, it might not. It's a trial year this year. If we hate it, I will unenroll my kids and keep moving on the way we're doing it already. If we love it, I will let you guys know, and we'll keep doing it for progressing years depending on how things work. But so far, they're letting me continue doing exactly what I'm already doing, which is Timberdoodle and Pandia Press and Night Zookeeper and Explode the Code and Knowledge Crates. We are still paying for all those last 3 things I mentioned. And like I said, we did already buy all our Timberdoodle stuff, so I just put it away for my other kids to use. And my youngest daughter, her preschool kit was not covered. They don't cover anything below pre-K. So I still obviously had bought her stuff. So we're still using that this year as well. She'll technically be too young next year for them to buy her a pre-K kit. So I will probably be buying her a pre-K kit. And then when she's in pre-K, I will bump her to kindergarten when I order her pre-K kit. So it'll all work out in the end, but this is the current plan. I don't know how it'll work, if I like it or not. I don't know. If you've used a charter school or any type of public school from home situation, please let me know in the comments section below if you like it or not. I haven't done it before, and I am not in any way, shape, or form really wanting to give up my freedom. So, and what I teach my kids or when I teach my kids. So we'll see if this works for us or not. I want it to work, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work or not. So I guess we'll see, and I'll keep you guys posted. But those are the things we're doing. If you have any questions for me or have anything you would like to specifically see or hear about, please leave them in the comment section below. I really appreciate your input. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you next time.